The incompetent way to make money in Crossout, number 15. Keep hold of your containers. Now, most advice about Crossout containers is very plain, very simple, very dogmatic. Just sell them. And in some ways it's right, and in some ways it's wrong. The way in which it is right is that when you open a crate, what you get out is random. And if you watch the animation, let's open one, shall we? Down drum roll, please. You might get the impression from the spinning little bits and the little pointer that each of the things on the list, like the 20 coins or the blue part or the white part, they all have the same chance of coming up. No. You've got to read the small print. Let us look at the small print. 20 coins. I might open the crate and get 20 coins, and I have, but it's a very low probability, and when Tarjam say low probability, they mean it. By my experience, it's less than 1% is a low probability chance. Even an average chance is less than 5%. The high probability is what is the only thing you can count on getting out of a container when you open it. So for that reason, the advice of just sell it is right. But then there's the market to consider. There's always the market to consider. Prices go up, prices go down, and this is where the dogmatic advice of just sell it is wrong. You probably should sell it, but at the right time when the price is up, because the prices go up and the prices go down. Right now, in the middle of Knight Rider event, the prices of these things are up a bit. And if for the rest of this video, we're going to have a look at Found in the Wasteland. Now, a case in point in this price going up and price going down is the Found in the Wasteland crates. Now, we're in the middle of the Knight Rider event at this point in time, and you can see the prices currently are about 1, and they have been up. Can we see? Yeah, they've actually been up to about about 1.2, just shy of 1.2. That was at the weekend, and next weekend, which will be the last weekend the Knight Rider event is on, I expect them to go higher. But more of that later. If we look at a month, you can see they were banging around 0.3, 30 cents. They were going around 30 cents, and then when the Knight Rider event was announced, they peaked at just under 1, and now where's 20th? Yeah, that's when the Knight Rider event started. They started climbing, and they hit a peak, which is actually, this is an average thing, so it doesn't actually show the total peak. The total peak was about 1.14 that I saw, which compared to what they've been doing for the previous month is the value had been hanging around between 20 cents and sort of 30 cents. Been spiking every weekend. You see, pop, 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 pop. So if I had followed the generic advice of just sell your containers, I'd be looking at, I'd sell them for 30 cents a time. However, if I'd listened to good old Dangerously Incompetent, I'd have saved them until the price peaked at about 1 coin, so 3 times as much. I'd have made 3 times as much money if I didn't sell them here, but did sell them here. And I reckon they're going to go up even more in the last weekend of the Knight Rider event. Now, that's all very well and good, Dangerously, I hear you say, telling us to hoard our containers until it's worth their price spikes and then you make a fortune selling them. You sitting there pretty with your 475 storage spaces. I've just started. I've only got 200 storage spaces. I haven't got room to put all these containers and hoard them and waiting for the price to spike. My storage is full of structural parts and equipment parts, and the odd piece of decor I'm hoping is going to go shooting up in price and will earn me thousands in profit when I sell it. I used to think that, But I was wrong. Containers don't take up any storage space. They're just like timed parts. Until you start using a timed part, it doesn't take up any storage space. And neither do containers. I'll prove this to you. I'm using 460 storage spaces at the moment. Let's open one of these up. Yes, I do really want to open it. Ignore this thing. It gives you the impression that every option has the same amount of chance of occurring. It doesn't. Oh look, I've got the high probability result of a white common part. I'm not too upset because small radars are up in price. They're even higher than 1 at the moment, I think. Yeah, they're 2. Woohoo! I've made a profit by opening it. Yay! Yeah. Oh, but no, that goes against what I'm saying. Well, ish. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go against what I'm saying. Because that's the high probability result. And I ended up getting it. What a surprise. Anyway, that's by the by. We were talking about storage spaces. My container doesn't take up a storage space. I open it, the number of storage spaces used stays the same at 460. I opened it and got out a white common part, which does take up space, so the number of storage spaces used goes up 1, 2, 461. There you go, proof that containers don't take up any storage space. So there's no issues with hoarding tens, hundreds, thousands of these things. And by the time the next Knight Rider event comes around, I certainly intend to have thousands of Found in the Wasteland sitting not in my storage. And that's because with the Found in the Wasteland, the thing you can expect to come out is the common part. And during events like the Knight Riders, people might want to make blues. And to make blues, you need 7 white pieces of equipment. And there's only so many people farming white pieces of equipment, especially with the challenges. With the challenges, more people are spending time in things like, where is it? Mission with the batteries, missions with the get the wires. They're not doing get the cannon, get the wheels, get the cabin as much. So all these white parts that are have a huge demand due to the crafting going on during the event, the supply isn't there, and the prices are shooting up. Look at them. They've hit 3 coins during the first weekend of Knight Riders. Who knows what they're going to do in the second weekend of Knight Riders. So this container in particular is a great way of storing up white parts. Admittedly, you're going to get a random part. You won't get all dockers if you want to make a piece of blue equipment that needs a docker. You'll get a random selection, but some of them will be dockers, and all of them will be worth more than they're normally worth. So in times of high demand for white pieces of equipment, Found in the Wasteland is a good investment if you bought it before the event at 20 coins. It's not such a good an investment if you buy it at 1 coin or more, however much it goes up to. In conclusion then, make money by keeping hold of your containers. Hoard them. There's no problems with hoarding them until such time as the price of the container goes up so much that you go, oh, this is a peak, I'm going to sell and get the most money for my containers. Or hoard your containers, keep hold of them until such time as what you expect to get out of them, the high probability result of opening them, is worth it to you. This has been a Dangerously Incompetent public information video about Crossout. If you would like to see more public information videos about Crossout by Dangerously Incompetent before the rest of the plebs, I suggest you subscribe to this channel.